Steve, good weekend for us, mate.
Yeah, it was a good weekend and a busy, long one, wasn't it? You know, we had the drive up to Newcastle on Friday night, and then the drive home, which was a bit diverted, shall we say? So yeah, it was a late one we got over. But to be fairly, you know, I'm sat here tired on Sunday morning, coming to clear up from the show last night, and it was good, wasn't it? Because all the way up there to Newcastle, and we were saying on the way up there, you know, you better win because it ruins your journey home. I mean, years and years ago, I remember we used to have the away fighters and we'd go to London, and if you lost, it seemed like 10 hours coming home. If you won, it was like a 5-minute thing, and we was having a good laugh coming home on Friday, simply because it was an excellent performance from Ben, and one that I've been waiting to see for over 12 months with him now, you know, because the pedigree there with him, 6 times national champion, obviously never fought as a senior. He had, I think, a 2-year break from 18
when he come back, he had 1 fight as a senior, but everything was won as a junior, schoolboy and youth.
Yeah, so we knew the quality was there, and we knew it would be a work in progress because of that gap, and I think we've matched him well on our small hall shows. We made sure he's been matched well when he's got on the TV shows, and I think it was a breakout fight for Ben on Friday night. It was never going to be it shouldn't have been an easy fight against Levi Consone, who's a good fighter, but you know, just looking at the pictures of him at the weigh-in, it was a different Ben Marksby, and he said to himself, he's finally switched onto him, he's done everything right, and you've seen that in the performance, which, you know, was punch perfect, wasn't it? He didn't miss him at all with anything in the first round.
Didn't really get caught with too much either.
Yeah, and I think he got caught once, and that's when he counted him and put him over, and then he finished him off in style. He didn't give him a chance to recover, and I'm sure everybody who watched that on Friday night now knows that there's a serious contender in the British light welterweight.
Right with the rankings, I think he's just outside the top 10 now.
Right. Well, hopefully he's got eliminated for the British against can't pronounce his name now.
Khalil
Majid. That's been put out by the board. Hopefully that lad will take it, and then you know, we'll be looking for the British if he wins that. And after that performance on Friday night, you would expect him to win that. He was brilliant, and I think having that under his belt and the confidence of getting a stoppage, it's his first one in 11 fights, will do him the world of good. So yeah, I'm excited about what the future for Ben Marksby is. Yeah.
Then we came home early hours of the morning, like I say, big smiles on our faces. Bit nervous for our show because it come from a 10-fight card down to a 5-fight card, but because you had the title fight on there with Steve, there was no way you were pulling it, were you?
No, listen, it was thought about, but never seriously thought about, you know. It was a hard fight to pull off, hard show to pull off, but, you know, looking back, we pulled it off. There's just one stoppage, which was a title fight, and it was only 3 rounds, but it was 3 rounds of action, and I think, you know, the punters just want to see a 50-50 fight, whether it goes a distance or if it goes early. You've got 2 people trying to win, yeah.
Just before we talk about the fights, how good is the venue now? They've been working hard on that place, haven't they?
Yeah, it's getting better and better, isn't it? Yeah, so it was good because you can taper it round, because, like, obviously the ticket sales weren't what we were going to expect, so it was only half of what we thought we'd get, but it didn't look empty, did it? You know, we managed to jig it around and come across well on the TV. I'm being told on both the streams, the VIP and the boxing news. So just going through the bill, it's not going to take as long, is it? The show was open with Billy Hervey, with
Carl Sampson.
4-3 with Carl Sampson, who can do what he did last night, make it hard for you, didn't he? And you know,
do you know, I think he stood and had a go with Billy early on in that first round. I think that's the round that must have shared. But I think by the end of the second round, he was really tired, Carl. And Billy didn't look like he was blowing.
Yeah. So listen, it was a good performance from Billy, and that moved on. Then we had
he's a baby.
Then we had the Greek Staphos and the Mexican, and they both punches, but I think they showed each other too much respect, didn't they? And that
never ignited,
that
did
never
it?
blew up till maybe the 6th round when they shared a few punches. Then the debut for Harry, the hatchet, Martin.
He brought a cheap,
and he sold some good tickets. And to be fair, he put it on that Naheem Ali, didn't he? You know, expected him to box his way to a clear points thing, but no, he tried to have a fight. And you know, when you look back on it and you see how happy he was afterwards, and I've just watched his interview that he did as well, and you know. It's great that we made a champion on the night in Brad Rea, which we'll talk about in a minute, but it's great that we've helped someone fulfill the dream as well, and you know, it'll be interesting to see
nice
where
lad
we
as
can
well.
go with him. Yeah, he is a good kid. And then the next fight, apart from Brad's, was probably the fight of the night, Owen Anderson and Conor Meadwell. Yeah, I mean, Conor coming had a right go, particularly in that last round, and I think it kind of got everyone ready for the title fight, so that went well. And again, for Owen, it was good experience. He's only a young kid, and he's now 5-0. And I think the only criticism was that I've been watching him, and he's been great punching to the body. And last night he just headhunted, but
he did some great uppercuts in that fight. I like to say, he can't complain. His jab's wonderful, but he made. Conor Meanwell really have a real good fight. I think they both really enjoyed it, didn't they?
Yeah, it was good. And then we come to the main event, and I obviously always felt Brad would be too good for him, but I knew that he's a game, strong, fit kid who's going to come and have a go.
He's in great shape, by the way.
When he got put over in the first with a horrendous body shot, the left hook to the body, I thought that's it, it's over. And then it would have looked really one-sided and a mismatch, but. You know, he sucked it up, and he had to suck it up. Managed to get through the last minute, and then in the second, he could have shared that, particularly with a big shot. Probably with 5 seconds to go, he caught Brad with.
Beautiful shot.
You know, he started to get a wilt when I was interviewing him afterwards, Brad, and you know, he knew he'd been hit. I'm not saying his legs went, but the shakes a little bit, didn't they, at the end of it? And I think that's woke him up, and he's come back out and started the third like he did the first. And he hit him with a few right hooks to the body, didn't do any damage, but when he got him with the left, where he'd had him before,
magical shot,
he just knew he weren't getting up again. And you know, I think the crowd loved it, and you know, maybe we'd like to have seen a few more rounds, but as they say, don't get paid for overtime. And you know, the kid had shown his danger in the second round, so it was a good night in the fact that, you know, we managed to get a champion. And you know, I think with Brad now, he'll definitely get an opportunity on the TV against any of the light heavyweights about, and I feel that he's capable of himself, you know, of doing himself proud.
5 stoppages on the bounce now, is it?
I think it's 4 out of 5. Yeah.
I think he's done 4 prior to that one, and that was his 5th one.
Right.
So,
okay.
His 6th fight under Andy Bro. First one went on points, and then everyone. I mean, that's the long. He's slipping because everyone's gone inside 2 before that. He had to take an extra round, but it was a title.
Anyway, he's back and ready to go on the TV shows now. So it's my job to try and get him a big fight, and we'll do that. And so have a bit of a, well, not a break today. We're in the office working all day, and then back at it because we've got a big show next Saturday again, live on Boxing News and the VIP YouTube channels. And you know, we're actually on 13 fights. You're only allowed 12, but something's going to go wrong with one of them. So let's hope we end up with 12, maybe 10 fights next week. So looking forward to it, mate.
Long night, but we're going to be a good night.
Okay.
See you later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.